Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you being here. It's a very exciting day for Georgetown women's basketball. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our Director of Athletics, Lee Reed.
Thanks. Thank you, Barb, and thank you all for attending today's event. Today, we begin a new chapter for Georgetown women's basketball. This is an exciting time for the women's basketball program, and I am excited to announce that we have found the perfect leader at the perfect time in Tasha Butts. Welcome, Tasha, and welcome to your beautiful family sitting here up front. Coach Butts comes to us from Georgia Tech, but her career has spanned decades as a collegiate athlete, professional player, and accomplished coach. She has reached the pinnacle of success in her chosen craft and possesses a unique drive to be a champion. It is this drive and fight that we saw in her in selecting our next women's basketball coach. We were in need of a strong leader that could teach and be a mentor to our players, building them into champions on the court and in the years that follow. Coach Butts truly embodies Georgetown's tenet of cura personalis in the challenges she has seen both in the game of basketball and in her personal life. But with each setback, she has fought back and come out stronger than before. It is for this reason that I am certain she can inject toughness and attitude into our women's basketball program. This is a great time for the game of women's basketball. The support and excitement is growing nationally and certainly within the Big East Conference. It is past time for Georgetown University to become a program that competes for Big East and national championships. Past time. Winning will allow us to capitalize on this incredible excitement surrounding the sport. Our work in the community will build a culture of success that extends well beyond the front gates. I know Coach Butts can bring this back to the hilltop. Her vision for this program is one of success, and I, for one, am excited to be her partner in this revitalization. I am incredibly appreciative to the many people who assisted us in this process. First and foremost, to our women's basketball student athletes, we appreciate your patience in this process as we searched for the right person to take on such a monumental task in your basketball careers. To President DeGioia, University Administration, the Board of Directors, Turnkey ZRG, our athletic staff, thank you for your dedication to this process. And I want to give a special shout out to our SWA, Sharon Brumel, and our Associate AD, Barb Barnes, for their tireless work and leadership in making this whole day happen. Thanks to both of you. And finally, to our fans, students, alumni, band, our cheerleaders, Hoya Blue, members of the Women's Allegiance, and all of Hoya Nation, thank you for your support. Please welcome Coach Butts and her family into the fold and show them what it means to be a Hoya. At this time, I'd like to formally welcome new head women's basketball coach for the Georgetown Hoyas, Tasha Butts. All right.
Man, I did not expect this many people. Thanks, Barb, for downplaying it. But I will say that I am so thankful because that tells me just how important Georgetown women's basketball people is to a lot of people. And that just makes me even more grateful to stand here as your new coach. First and foremost, I want to say this is that if you've Googled, you've seen my journey. And I have to start by saying that we serve an awesome God, and it is only through His grace and mercy that I'm standing before you today. That is the only reason. I'm going to try not to get emotional. and make a mess of this makeup. We got us a good beat today, and now my girls know what that means, so I can't mess it up. Okay, here we go. But I'd like to thank, first off, President DeJoya. I know he's not here today, but I still would like to thank him. You know, Director of Athletics, Lee Reed. Miss Sharon. God, we align in so many ways. And I just want to thank you guys for entrusting me in leading and being the new leader for your program. You know, when someone trusts you in that way and hands you the keys, you know, to their car, so to speak, you know, that's important. You know, that's valuable. And that's something that I will carry. Sorry.
It's okay. You are ready.
My daddy.
You gonna make all of us cry.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is special to me. It's special. It's been a long journey, but I've also experienced a lot of things that I never thought that I would stand here. But let me get right. I can't be all emotional. Y'all have ugly photos of me. So, no, I'm good. I'm not hot yet, Miss Sharon. But, you know, first off, when I started this journey of the first phone call that I got from Georgetown, the first Zoom, I didn't feel like it was an interview. I felt like it was a conversation. I felt like it was myself getting to know long lost family members. And that's important when you're going through this process. And, you know, I've talked to other universities before, but you guys would know I'm big on alignment. I'm big on things feeling right. And people being able to speak existence into you and people that believe in you. And the more and more that I talk with Lee, I talked to Sharon, I spoke with Barb, I spoke with Kelly, you know, I know that I'm at a place where the team believes in me and who I am as a person to lead this program. And that means a lot because I know that staring at these young ladies, everyone wants to win, right? Everyone wants to win. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to win. And for them to trust me, to teach you all, to mentor you is something that I probably will never be able to describe, but I'm gonna stand before you guys and try my best. You know, but when I talk about, it's been about a 16, 17-year journey for me as an assistant coach. They have not always been easy, but everything that I have done, I have made sure that I've had 2 feet in any place that I've been. And wanted to make sure that I was the best assistant coach possible so that I could be ready to be the best head coach possible. And I've learned from a lot of great, powerful people. And I'm gonna start off with my head coach, Pat Summitt. One of the best, miss her dearly. Absolutely the best, absolutely. And, you know, we have a Pat Summitt part of our tree sitting here, and my sister, Samika Randall. She was part of the 3 Meeks of the '98 championship team. And she's been my rock. And Pat was someone that instilled so many things in us. Hard work, dedication. But most importantly, it was about the people. It was about the people. She won 1,098 games, but she doesn't remember those games. She remembered the people. And so I'm standing here and I'm looking at all of you guys, and I want to remember the people with me along this journey, the people that helped me get to this podium, the people that believed in me. And I keep going, and Susie McConnell-Serio, who's a legend in Pittsburgh, she's an Olympian, You know, I know some of our girls probably have no idea who it is, so when y'all leave here, do your research. But some of our basketball gurus do understand that she's an Olympian. This story is something that's dear to me because Susie gave me my first assistant coach job, but she also waived me in the WNBA when I got injured. Relationships matter. People matter. When she waived me, I handled it in a professional way, and I thanked her for that opportunity. And when it was time for me to start my coaching career, I was her first call. Relationships matter, people matter. Nikki Fargas, who I work with at UCLA, LSU, and now she's the president of the Las Vegas Aces, just won a WNBA championship. One of my really good friends. I've learned so much about her, about how to be a boss, how to run your business, how to handle yourself, but at the same time, how to give back to the community, how to continue mentoring and lifting the next person up and never forgetting where you came from. You know, and my recent stint, you know, working with Nell Fortner at Georgia Tech, I will always thank her for bringing me back home to my family. I was gone for 18 years before I returned back as an assistant coach, and to get to see my parents, my brother, and this young man in front of me. He's probably gonna get embarrassed, but my 11-year-old nephew. I'm not a mother, but I'm a dang good aunt. And I wear that hat with a lot of pride. And for him to sit here and see me at this podium, and as someone from Milledgeville, letting him know it's possible. It's possible for us to make it out of Milledgeville and to do something with ourselves and to follow our dreams, and no dream is ever too big if you put in the work to do it. So with that being said, of course, I have to thank my family, and I know I'm going to embarrass y'all, but I'm going to ask y'all to stand up right now because I would not be here without y'all. So please stand up. I promise y'all when we get back to the hotel, I would not hear the last of this. They're going to be upset with me. Now, Hoya Blue, where are you? Stand up. Yes. What's our chant that we learned today?
Which one?
The second one. What's the one?
Let's go, Hoya! Let's go, Hoya! Let's go, Hoya!
That's what I need. That's what we want. And that is why we're here. That is why I'm here, is that we want to make sure that this is not just about me. This is not just about our staff. This is not just about our team. We need everyone if we're going to turn this thing around. And what I mean by that is student athletes, recruits, AAU coaches, high school coaches, they want to know that they're coming into a gym supported. They want to know that there are fans in the stands, there are butts in the seats. They want to be able to believe in my vision, but I need your help to do it. Now, what I mean by that is my motto is earned, never given. You guys will see that a lot. We'll get them on the t-shirts and everything else, because I believe that anything that we ask for, we got to earn it. No one is ever going to give it to you. So while we're asking Hoya Blue and our fans and our boosters for support, you better believe that we're going to give you guys the support as well to make sure that this is a partnership and this is just not a take. I want to make sure that we're giving everything in our power to be a part of you all the same way that we want you guys to be a part of us. So I want to make sure that you continue to come around. I want you to make sure you look to the person to your left and right and bring a friend with you so that we continue to build this thing. We on the same page with that? All right. So now this is going to be just a special thing because I know this is recorded, and I know some people are streaming it and they're watching it, but I want to talk to our recruits. I want to talk to our AAU coaches, our high school coaches. I want to talk to our families, and I want to talk to the DMV area, the community. We need to change the narrative about Georgetown women's basketball, and we will do that together as a family. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to keep home. The DMV area is loaded with talent. It has always been a hotbed for girls basketball, always been. We need to make sure that Georgetown is a priority for these young women. for these AAU coaches, for these high school coaches. You will see a lot of footprints across our campus with coaches on there, AAU, high school, and we will continue to reach out. But I want all of our young ladies and our recruits and our families and our AAU and our high school coaches to know that we are going to recruit home, because the DMV area is not some slouch. It is an area that is loaded with talent. If you just look at some of the local high schools that are doing really good things on the big scenes. That does not mean that we will not recruit nationally, but I do also think in order for us to lay that solid foundation, that we got to take care of home first. There's nothing wrong with keeping home, right? So we got to start there, and then also we got to bring in, and I kind of joke about when you make your best dish, you throw in a lot of seasonings. I'm from the South, so it's a little bit of soul food. I worked at LSU, that's a little bit of Cajun seasoning. I worked in LA, that's a little bit of, just your, my sushi, my all of that healthy stuff, okay? That's a good dish of things that have made me me. I have worked in all those places, and it has made me me. And that is what we need here at Georgetown. We need some home, we need some away, and we need to make sure that we add all the correct seasonings to make a fantastic dish, to put a winning program on the floor for you all. And we're gonna work our butts off. The staff that I hire will work our butts off. Our young ladies sitting there behind you. Where are you guys at? Stand up for me.
All right.
First off, I'll thank you guys for being patient. We were all patient, huh, Mr. Reed? Extremely patient, but I cannot wait to get to know all of you and go on this journey with you and understand that in order for us to do great things, change is a must. And we're gonna get in that gym, we're gonna work hard, I'm gonna get to know you all, you're gonna get to know me, but we're gonna do it as one. Always we over me, always. That is the only way that we're gonna make it as a team, that everyone brings their best dish to the table, but at the end of the day, they know that it is always about a family dinner. You guys understand what I'm telling y'all that? So I cannot wait to sit down tomorrow and have that first team meeting so we can talk about our goals, But with that being said, y'all, I know I started off a little rocky and crying, but I am so thankful. I want to say Coach Cooley back here, he gave me some really, really good advice, and I am so thankful that such a man of his caliber and talent and legend in our game, that he is not far and he's going to be on my speed dial of helping me through it, but he told me today, take today and smell the flowers. This is your day. And I appreciate that. That's some really good advice. So with that being said, I gave my phones to my mom. So her phone is getting blown up right now. She's not happy with me. It's okay. But I'm taking the day to smell the flowers and enjoy this. And I cannot wait to get to know each and every one of you and to talk to you. But just know that I am extremely honored, grateful, thankful, happy to be a part of this Georgetown family. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we can rejuvenate and bring the excitement and a winning culture back to this program. Thank you.
We would love to thank you all for coming today, and please feel free to head out to the courtyard. We have a reception, and you have an opportunity to meet Coach Butts and her family, and welcome to the Hilltop. Thank you.